welcome back to Crafty JZ. I have another game review to share with you. It is on iOS and Android. I know that 100%. It is a great game, one of the most detailed and realistic flight simulators that you can possibly get on a mobile platform. There is other, I want to say, flight simulator apps that have maybe better scenery and things like that, but overall the general physics isn't up to par compared to Infinite Flight. So this is truly one of my favorite flight simulators of all time, honestly, for mobile at least. Obviously it's not going to compare to the new Microsoft 2020 version of Flight Simulator, but it is the best possible solution that you can get for a mobile device. So we're going to do a quick 10-minute video, 10-minute review. Just come along and join us and let's go fly. Alright, so we're going to pick let's see, we can pick different aircraft that we want to do. Alright, so we got an AirTran Boeing 717-200, Boeing 737-700, 747-400, there's a CRJ-200, that's a 50-passenger jet. Let's try that. Let's go with Delta, if we can. As you can see, there is a list of airlines that will be listed based upon which model you pick here. There is more airplanes, but you have to be a pro member. I'll give you a quick glance at that. Pause the video if you want to see them particularly. There's all kinds of stuff. I've got a MD-11, F-14, but those are the pro subscription. So let's see here. We got a CRJ-900 in the Pro and the 700, but the 200 is supported, so that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and undo that because the Pro is, I believe, either $4.99 or $9.99 a month. It depends on what mobile platform you're playing on, or it's like $50 a year, I believe it is at the time of this video. So it's not too shabby, not too terrible. The Online Pro features, basically, you can play in a large global environment. You can fly from one end of the world to the next in real time. So that is actually a really neat aspect to this game. It is a global map, but without Pro, we only have access to certain segments of the world. So that is a downside to having just the free version. I do recommend the Pro if you are an airplane lover like me, and you can afford the monthly cost. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So we're going to select the CRJ-200. What's the Infinite Flight? I've never seen that one though. They actually have their own livery for Infinite Flight. So let's go with Delta Airlines and click OK, and then we can go to the takeoff area, KSFO. That is San Francisco International. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see if we can we go anywhere else? I think we have. Okay, they've limited it to that. Let's see. Let's do KMCO. Oh, they have made that a Pro only. So that is a change since I've last played the game. KMCO, which is Orlando International, and KMIA, which is Miami International, was usable, but it looks like they've limited it to San Francisco International for the free version, but that's okay. We can still have a lot of fun with the free version, so we're going to go ahead and select KSFO, and then we're going to take off from runway 28 right. And guys, if I do any random terms that you don't understand, I do have somewhat of an aviation background. I've worked in the airline industry so far for about a year and 3 months. So that's probably why I might say some lingo that you don't understand, but honestly, I'm just going to try to keep it normal lingo. So let's go ahead and click fly, you'll get the nice loading screen. As you can see, the graphics on this is absolutely incredible whenever you're in the air. Now, they definitely need to work on the airports because they don't really have any buildings or scenery, at least the last time that I was playing this. So we'll try to go up. Sorry, I keep getting those notifications. We'll try to go up and fly around for a few minutes, and then we'll finish up the 10-minute review or so. It may run a little bit over, but let's go ahead and tap the screen to calibrate. That calibrates to the where I'm holding my phone currently. So let's go into settings, audio, sound effects volume. I don't think that I'm actually going to get any sound since I'm recording, but we will see. So we're going to go power up our engines here. And as you can see, we are taxiing down the runway. We can get a better look at this right here. And just take a quick look around. Look how detailed the runways are. It's definitely got a lot better over the years. Probably one of the most realistic and closest you can get to a desktop class flight simulator. So as you can see, we've taken off. We have access to autopilot controls, velocity, altitude, speed, heading, navigation, autopilot, which is AP. And you can also tell autopilot on whether you want it to control your altitude, whether you want to control your airspeed. I am going down. Let me get that. Hopefully I don't crash on this this review here. But yeah, let's go and put up our landing gear. Okay. Put up our landing gear here. Let me see if I can get some sound at all. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can get anything, unfortunately. I'm not sure if it'll come back in the play back or not, but we'll see. Now I need to recalibrate because my phone is in a weird place. Okay, so now we gotta give this thing more power because it's approaching the stall. So we're gonna give it full power there. Gonna get her back up in the air here. So relatively, it's a good mobile simulator. You can actually, if you can notice, sorry, it's very hard to fly an airplane while you're doing a review. Let's turn on autopilot and let it fly so I can show you some things. The physics of the wings. Watch, we'll hit the rudder. See that the wings actually flex to the air. I'm not sure if you caught that or not. The turbines actually spin in the engines. There's some pilots up there in the front. Overall, it's a very realistic game. Once you're up here, you honestly don't notice the scenery difference, that there's no trees or whatever. It actually looks like the real world almost. Oh, my autopilot disengaged because I'm going too fast at the incline that I'm at. Let's go ahead and adjust our flaps a little bit. I probably should have done that before takeoff to get better lift, but I didn't do it. So we're gonna fly around the beach. Let's lower our power a little bit. Let's actually see if we can get this thing to the ground. Again, we'll turn around and go back to the San Francisco International Airport. I'm not gonna cut it, guys, if I accidentally crash. I will let you know I am not a pilot. I'm not a pilot, and I am not on the aircraft on a daily basis, so don't worry. You don't have to worry about me being anywhere near these things. I'm basically a training development. I don't actually fly the airplanes, though. We have much more experienced people, but I am an airplane enthusiast. I love airplanes and everything about them. So I love playing mobile flight simulators. We'll go ahead and put our gears down, even though we're a little bit high here. I'm going to take it down at a steep angle just because I want to get it on the ground to show you guys some more things. Guys, I really think you would love this app. It's a lot of fun to play. The airplane engine sounds are awesome. It sounds very realistic. You can tell that they've captured it from a real aircraft and placed it in the mobile environment. You got spoils there. Let's arm them for landing so that we get flaps or the spoilers will come up whenever we hit the ground and engage reverse thrust. So right now we're going heading 106. Airspeed is 236 knots. We're going a little fast for a landing. Probably don't want it to be this fast in real life, but I wanted to show you guys how this works. And we're going to go ahead and engage reverse thrust. Just pull the thrust backwards. Super simple. And then we're going to go ahead and engage the park brakes about midway through to get that thing back to the ground. Okay, we're going to go ahead and let go of that reverse thrust and engage a little bit of thrust to keep us moving forward. And we're going to disengage the spoilers. Now I should have actually armed the spoilers for takeoff, but I forgot to do that. So if you're playing the game and you notice some issues, engage your spoilers. But yeah, guys, let's see, what else can I tell you here? You can see the yoke in the middle. It moves up and down as I move my phone, kind of like you do the rear wheel. But let's look inside the cockpit real quick. Let's go ahead and engage our parking brakes so we don't run off the runway here. Let's show you some different views that you can look at. I think they actually have an inside cabin view. Yeah, there's that. There's the inside of the cockpit. You got pilots and the co-pilot. A different angle. That's what I want to show you. You can actually go inside the cabin while it is in flight, and you can see the overhead bins. Looks like we got the nosebleed seats on this aircraft. Looks like we're sitting towards the back next to the restroom. So yeah, we got the nosebleed seats. Honestly, I actually like actually sitting back there because it's easier to get to the restroom. You don't have as many people rushing you. And honestly, being the last off the aircraft is almost my preference because I don't have to deal with all the crowds and things like that, especially in today's environment. You know, I mean, you don't want to be in large crowds anyway. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and go outside of this view, take you into the cockpit. Now, what is cool, whenever you move the phone, I'm tilting the phone back and forth right now. You see the steering wheel actually moves. So in the air, you could look around and see everything moving around. A lot of these gauges actually do things too. Like, I believe you can tap the landing gear, if I'm not mistaken. But I believe these instruments still function during the flight. I may be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they do. And then you got different things up here. They used to have a Pepsi can that was right there. I don't know if they... Yeah, don't look down. Apparently, I'm headless right now, but yeah, you got the fuse panels back there for the aircraft, and you got the door. What's kind of cool about this is a feature that I kind of requested for a long period of time. Yeah, sorry about those notifications, guys. Go system, and I believe it's got electrical lights. Okay, there it is. Under systems, you go to passengers, and you can actually ding the seatbelt sign and the non-smoking sign. It'll actually make that dinging noise if we would have had sound. But overall, guys, this game is really cool. It keeps getting better and better and better. You can see the aircraft's engines are spinning. I don't know how close I can get to them. Yeah, there we go. That's a good view. You can see the engine spinning. Watch, I will kick it up and it responds. Actually, it looks like it's actually kicking the engines faster. But glitches out a little bit. You can see how detailed the cabin is. So if they actually enabled a view, you can actually walk around the cabin, but that hasn't come yet, but hopefully that will come in the future, that we can get up during a flight and walk around. That would be awesome. But you can see the luggage areas. If I'm not mistaken, let's see if we can do this. We got a pushback if we're sitting at a hypothetical gate that doesn't quite exist yet. I'm hoping that they'll add a gate eventually that you can use this pushback on, but you can pretend. Let's go to actions. Yeah, that's it. You can actually open the thing. You can turn on your windshield wipers. Let's go look at that for the aircraft. See, they actually are working. Got those on. What's kind of cool is you can open the main door of the aircraft. So eventually, whenever gates come along, this is going to be an extremely realistic game. I think they're kind of just taking their time, not pushing the graphics beyond what the iPhone is capable of holding. So as the iPhone progresses in speed, I think this game will follow along with it because it has shown that capability in the past. So we're going to open the cargo door as well. I think that's in the back. Yeah, where our luggage goes. So eventually, hopefully, they'll add some vehicles that will go up there as well. Now let's open the service door so that we can get all of our snacks and beverages for the flight. So we're going to go ahead and close all of these doors. You can see all the animations where they close and lock. And then we're going to go ahead and close the main cabin door as well for flight. And then we're going to go ahead and turn off the wipers because it's not raining right now. Now guys, I think I'm going over my 10-minute limit here, but I want to show you one more thing. Well, actually, a couple more things. You got the map over here. You can set destinations. Say I want to fly there, and it'll draw you a flight path to that particular thing. And then there's certain views that you have. You can actually look right here, and the route is on your screen, which is kind of nice. You'll be able to see it. And I'm not sure if that updated that or not, but most of the views, I think this might be the only one that you can actually look at that. But you can, if you get lost or whatever, you can use that map to navigate back on course. So you do have different airports you can land at. You can do all kinds of things now. Sorry, but anyway, let's see. We got calibrate time. Weight and balance is kind of cool. You can tell how much fuel you want in the left tank, in the right tank, and the center fuel tank. You can tell whether you want it to be light, normal, or heavy, and obviously the amount of fuel that you have in an aircraft is going to affect your takeoff speed. So right now we're set about halfway fueled up, which means that we probably have a short destination anyway. But basically, our takeoff speed is going to be around 180 knots that we can get going. So the weather, you can change the visibility, the wind direction. You can even enable turbulence, which makes it extra challenging to try to get a plane on the ground during extreme turbulence. You can set the temperature, which would affect the airplane physics. But I find that is actually kind of cool about this game is that you can interact weather to make your flight experience a little different and a little bit more challenging. You can set the time, you can set sunset. Let's go to night. You see that we just went to night. Don't want to end the flight. So now we got nighttime view. You can see the airport is lit up. Our console is lit up with all the controls. So that's kind of cool. Our landing lights are on. Honestly, it looks a little bit more realistic if we're being honest at night because you don't really notice the buildings, but the runways are lit up. So it might be kind of fun to fly at night. I might try that later. But yeah, you can go time of day. We can tell what month we want it to be, and it'll affect the scenario. Like we know it gets lighter during certain times of the year, and it will get darker during certain times of the year. So we'll go to sunrise, noon, sunset, night, and then actually the current time, which matches your phone's time in the normal GSM time that you're in, which is kind of cool. So I believe that is actually in the feature. So it looks like we're doing, actually it's on American Los Angeles time, so whatever time it is in Los Angeles at the time of this video, I believe it's matching that. So that's really cool, actually. You have takeoff though over there on the right. If you want to jump to takeoff, it'll jump you to that. If you want to do a short final and you just want to practice landing, let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I have enough speed to do it. If you just want to practice your landings, go and reverse thrust. You don't have to go through the entire flight to practice that, which is nice. So we're going to go engage the parking brakes here. And then, let's see. I think that's about it, guys. So I think that's a pretty good thing. You can adjust the graphics, what you can and can't see based upon what phone you have, the audio. If you're in the live version, they actually have air traffic controllers. It's actually live people on the other end, like you and me, that are semi-professional ATC enthusiasts, I guess. They don't necessarily have to be air traffic controllers, but they have to know what they're doing. They have to go through a certain portion of training. I'm not sure if the app provides that, but they have to know certain things. But you can become qualified for an air traffic controller, and you can use the live to play around in the app. So in Infinite Pro Live, there's other aircraft that are going to be there, so you'll have to wait in line to take off. If you're in certain servers, you'll have to have the ATC, the air traffic controllers, give you clearance to actually leave and take off, and then you get scored based upon, you know, how well you took off, how well you basically made it for the passengers, and so on. So it's a neat thing to have. If you have the extra money to do the Infinite Live Pro, I'd suggest it. Let's see here. Let's go fly online, just to look how much this is real quick. No active subscription. So yeah, that's what I thought. It's 1 month for $9.99, 6 months for $49.99, and 1 year for $7.99. Basically, it says join thousands of other pilots in an immersive global multiplayer experience. Enjoy live weather, which is cool. Wind aloft and join weekly multiplayer events. Build your flight plan, check weight, balance, and your balance, and start the global journey. And then provide air traffic control services to thousands of online pilots that play this game. So you could be an air traffic controller virtually, even if you never actually do it in real life. So overall, guys, this is a great app. It definitely needs some additions of buildings, in my opinion, and gates. But for a mobile device, this is one of the best options that you have for a mobile simulator, and you'll have hours of fun playing it. Guys, you can pick it up on the App Store on iOS, and you can also pick it up on Android as well. And Android, certain devices may not be compatible, but hopefully yours is. If not, go pick up an iPhone. I'm just kidding. Pick up whatever fun you want and enjoy Infinite Flight. So guys, thank you for watching Crafty JZ yet again for another review. Sorry we ran over our 10-minute timer. Didn't intend for that to happen, but I am very passionate about this app. I love playing it, and I play it all the time usually. I haven't played it lately, but it's one of my go-to games for sure when I have a chance. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed this review. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. It helps our channel a lot, and if you can just take 5 seconds to hit that subscribe button, you're going to help me be able to create more videos like this and show you apps that you didn't even know existed, because I have tons more that I can download and I can show you guys, but I can't do that if the channel doesn't exist. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell notification so you're alerted of future videos. But that is it, guys, for this little bit over 10-minute video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks for watching.